Hey guys, Mika here, and it's that time again where I'm always ecstatic and to the moon when I get to share yet another custom Chuck Moore tenor size instrument here at Ukulele Friend. Now, we've had quite a few Chuck instruments or more Bettah instruments come through Ukulele Friend, but it's always extra special when you get one that has some special goodies on it, like this one where it's there's just extra abalone on it, or there's the headstock design, or there's just other cool things going on with the instrument. So with this one is no exception. I'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Again, this is a tenor size made by master luthier Chuck Moore of the Big Island of Hawaii, and if you don't know, you're gonna know today. He makes some of the best instruments on the planet. All of his ukes are very sought after, and I never take it for granted when I get to play another one and share another one with you folks here at Ukulele Friend. So here on the front, back, and sides, beautiful, beautiful Hawaiian curly koa. And just from experience, because I've played quite a few quite a few of Chuck's instruments. Usually, Chuck likes to he has this model called the purling curl. So usually, when I played and seen a lot of the pictures of like his purling curl and the kind of koa that he uses, he likes to use a lot of those kind of like really nice book match, big, nice tiger curls that go run across the whole entire ukulele, or it's like on one side, but it's book match really nice, and you're gonna get that on all the sides of the instrument. But not too often are you gonna find a piece of koa where it kind of looks like this, where it's not just like crazy looking because it's like, wow, that's like like my kind of koa. I love those when the stripes go back and forth. But this one, there's just a lot more unique factors with this one in terms of like the sapwood here in the middle, the nice blondness here on the center, and then the nice stripes, the dark stripes that kind of run, kind of like a waterfall, like this, kind of runs down here on the sides of the instrument. There's so much different colors going on in the koa that this piece of wood just looks really beautiful. Koa can come in thousands of different looks and grain patterns and curls and all kinds of things. So this is a really beautiful set of koa right here. And then here's the sides, and then here's the back. So again, nice little streaks. Book match really nice because you have this little line right here that goes here. So it almost looks like a tent here in the middle. Again, the dark streaks, all different types of color koa here on the back. Now, along with the wood choice or just the type of koa that Chuck used on this instrument, it's very rare, very, very rare to go ahead and have paua abalone shell on the back of the instrument. Usually Chuck doesn't do that on most of his instruments, so it's quite rare, very rare to see it on this. So lovely to see. And then with the green purfling that wraps around, accents the paua abalone shell really nice, along with the ebony binding here on the back and the top. Nice side part right here. We've got the nice, beautiful arm bevel right here, so you can be very comfortable playing this instrument for hours on end, weeks and months on end, years on end. So really nice here. Paua abalone shell all the way around the body with the green purfling, nice green abalone around the rosette, green purfling again, and then even have a nice ebony binding on the inside of the sound hole right there. And then your ebony bridge, fretboard, and then here we have stained wood right here as the palm trees right here. And then even more abalone that wraps all the way around the body, or sorry, all the way around the fretboard, the instrument, as well as the headstock. So Chuck is known for putting I don't know if there's room for debate, but some of the most beautiful inlay work and artwork on his instruments, on the fretboard, on the headstocks, and it's literally pieces of art. So it's always fascinating to get another, design and just playing a whole bunch of these ukuleles, right? So this one is featuring a wahine or women in Hawaiian. Nice little river right here, some waterfalls, some not palm trees, but just like different trees right here in the background, wearing a nice red dress. So very nice. Again, the abalone is wrapped all the way around the headstock as well with the green purfling on the outside. So lots of beautiful attention to detail. And then here in the back, gloss finish neck, mahogany neck with the very super non-invasive tuners, so that when you have the things up here, you can have as much real estate on the headstock as possible. So super easy and good tuners to put on the back, especially to really maximize the space here on the top of the headstock. So yeah, this instrument is not only beautiful, but the sound is just pretty sublime. One thing that I always kind of get a chuckle out of is like if you were to blindfold me, I can kind of tell. Well, Chuck's instruments sound amazing, but one kind of thing that always catches my ear is the A string. It's that more better A string sound, and what I mean is that it's that nice, bright attention grabber, just really bright and just really captures my ear. So like, you know, it's just so clean and there's so much bite to it. But then when you play the top three string, just nice and warm, balanced out with that nice bright A string. I like listen to that. Just so oozing with warmth. And then that nice brightness. And now for me, that's really nice because as a fingerstyle player myself, you really want that A string to be in the very front of the sounds that's coming. So what I mean is if I'm like, now I don't know about you, but for me, the note that sticks out the most to me is that A string, which is usually the melody string, right? So because it's so bright, it really cuts through all of the warmth and the warmness of the top three strings, right? But that A string really, it slices through really nicely. So for me, that's really important, you know, when you're playing. It's so, like, slices the air. You know, I'm playing up here the C chord right here. Very clean altogether. Just such a treat for my ears and other people's ears, and visually it's a treat for our eyes as well. So it's so sweet. Always a pleasure. Thanks, Chuck, for always building such great instruments. If you're watching this. So, not a secret here. I've said this many times here on this channel, but for me personally, Chuck is a huge fan of Hawaiian music. So for me, ever since I started playing Chuck's instruments back, oh gosh, years ago, I've always made it a point to, when I do sound samples featuring his work, I try to play a Hawaiian song or something that sounds Hawaiian, just out of respect for the master. And just, he always would mention that he loves hearing Hawaiian music played on his instruments. And so I want to go ahead and keep that tradition going, even with this one. But I was kind of noodling with a song earlier, and I just want to kind of go ahead and play it, and then I'll go ahead and play another sound sample with more kind of a Hawaiian feel. But I just couldn't help it because I was noodling. I was like, wow, it sounds so good. This song sounds so good. It's a Japanese song, so you can just bear with me, but I think it sounds really nice. So here we go. That was fun. Beautiful song by Joe Hisaishi, the composer for all of the Ghibli animated films, Ashitaka and Son. So, okay, with that out of the way, thanks for letting me do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play. Let's play Hawaiian tune. Let's see.